This is Joy 99.7 FM here in Accra and Kumasi. We are on Love 99.5 FM. Tonight's edition of News Night, 58 days to the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. Good evening. Well, dozens of soldiers armed to the teeth comb the Birim River as they set ablaze equipment illegal miners are using to pollute the river.
For now, the directive and the instructions we have for this first phase is on water bodies, strictly on water bodies for now.
We'll get to hear from the commander of the team who says the renewed anti-galamsey fight for now only focuses on stopping the pollution of Ghana's water bodies. We'll also get to hear from His Eminence Cardinal Texing on the destruction of the environment.
You cannot believe in God and love Him when you destroy and abuse everything that He has created. Christians will read Psalm 19 and says that the heavens declare the glory of God and His handiwork announces glory. The handiwork of God is created entity. So if you love this God, you cannot abusively treat what He has created.
You want to stay for that and more coming up in this abridged version of News Night tonight. Plus, the Black Stars failing to beat Sudan at the Accra Sports Stadium. Well, we have 3 more games to go. We'll see how that goes. But let's start with the hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. And tonight, dozens of soldiers armed to the teeth are returning to base after combing the Birim River and destroying the equipment of illegal miners whose activities are polluting the river. The soldiers bent chamfan machines, water pumps, and any other equipment that help the illegal miners extract gold from the water body. Well, as part of his response to the demands of organized labor, President Akufo-Addo yesterday directed the Minister for Defense to deploy additional military forces to intensify Operation Halt, which aims to curb illegal mining activities. My colleague Maxwell Agbagba captured the moments the soldiers deployed surveillance drones before moving in to destroy the equipment.
About 10 military pickups and trucks. Some of the trucks had naval boats, which we are told by military sources will be deployed on the polluted river here to ensure the immediate ending of all mining activities in and around water bodies. In a statement released by the presidency yesterday, it stated that as an outcome to the meeting with organized labor, the president has directed the Minister for Defense to deploy additional military forces to intensify the ongoing Operation Halt, which aims to curb illegal mining activities. And that is what is happening here today. Scores of military personnel fully armed to the teeth out here in this forest reserve very close to the Birim River, monitoring the situation here.
What do you do basically here?
Oh, we are river wardens.
You just heard the voice of one of the river wardens of the Minerals Commission. Let's hear what he's saying.
Then see the Chamfan peoples are working in the riverside. So this morning we came to Enunem, but the river is full, so let's we swim go to the back before we get the chamfan machines. So we told the soldiers to use drones to cover the place so that they will get chamfan peoples before we get to the river sea. So when we go there, then we see the machines, then we go and do what we are doing there.
For how long have you been stationed here?
Oh, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks now. I'm from different place and I'm coming hiding here, so because of the work, so that I'm here.
Now, from all indication, this river is so polluted.
Yes.
And many are wondering what has been your main objective to allow the Birim River to get to this level over the period. Is it that you've not been working, you've been sleeping on the job? What have you been doing exactly?
Okay.
The drone the military personnel used is coming down. They just finished monitoring the situation. They've noticed, they've observed that some of the illegal miners are far away from this end. They have their naval boats ready.
Well, that's my colleague Maxwell Agbagba and the team before the entire operation. Well, he gave us a blow-by-blow account of everything that transpired when the soldiers also used a naval boat to travel on the Birim River to reach and destroy some of the chamfan machines that enable illegal miners to operate on the water. Maxwell Agbagba was with them along with the chairman of the Eastern Region Small Scale Miners Association. Listen to the report.
We are currently here on a naval boat together with personnel of the 48th Engineer Regiment, and we are now on River Brim, and this is part of the surveillance that they are doing to arrest illegal miners who are mining in Ghana's water bodies. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 military men, 8 soldiers on this naval boat, one of them with a rifle, just in case they meet an agitated crowd of illegal miners. But we're lucky to have here with us the chairman of the Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners, Mohammed Apawu. He's here with us on this boat. And even as we are on the brim, you can see the extent of discoloration caused to this river, and it's a reflection of many of Ghana's water bodies as a result of illegal mining. Let me speak to Mohammed Apawu. Mohammed Apawu, you are the president of the Ghana National Association the chairman of the Ghana National Association of illegal miners here. Hey, small scale miners, I should say, here in the. Oh, we're going through some leaves right now. Oh no. Okay, it's quite a rough terrain, a very rough terrain. Oh. So this personnel are going to destroy the champagne on the water bodies. 4 of them I can count, and they're going there to destroy them, set them ablaze. Part of the marching orders given to them by their superiors to destroy all equipment used in mining on water bodies. A bit of the water coming into our boat now. Mohammed, so yes, you've seen the stench of. You've seen what was happened to the brim.
Yeah.
What do you make of what you're seeing here?
Actually, it's very bad. As you can see, look at the color of the water. Look at the mud, how they polluted it. Actually, the extent of damage is very, very, very high. And you can see these are the illegal people who are doing the mining here on the river bodies. They are polluting the water. And at the end of the day, people will say that this is small scale miners. Actually, that's what is going on here. Actually, you can see these are just illegal miners, and they are destroying the water bodies.
You have an association, your association,
yes,
the Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners. You're the chairman here in the Eastern region. You have a task force, the National Small Scale Miners Association Task Force.
Yes.
But it appears you've not been able to achieve much.
Actually, we are doing our best. Actually, as you can see, as at last year, somewhere like we launched the task force, we were able to make sure that the brim is clean. Very, very, very clean at that time. We have been collaborating with the Ghana water companies, those who are in Chebi, Osino, and others. Actually, able to bring the stability down for them very nicely, and they are all happy about it. And now that you can see, because of financial constraint, and most of the time, we need to ask our task force to step down for some time before we can prepare and come again. Actually, it is very, 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 very big thing to sack them. Very, very hard to sack them.
Why is it hard? But you're polluting the water bodies, they're destroying the forest cover.
The financing, you can see, even with whatever is going on now in Ghana, they are still doing it. They don't care. They don't care.
Okay, so I'll come back to you. What you're hearing right now, it's a big hammer that has been used to destroy the champagne machines here on the Brim River, and personnel of the 48th Engineer Regiment are doing this destruction.
Live action on the ground there. Maxwell Agbagba giving us all the updates from the ground. Let me bring in Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, is a convener, Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, joining us on the line. I'm sure that what you're hearing on the ground definitely does satisfy you in terms of action being taken when it comes to the fight against illegal mining. It does appear I've lost Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe on the line, but you can hear more from my colleague Maxwell Agbagba on the ground.
Small-scale miners and the illegal guys, the temptation to bundle all of you together is very high, and we've seen quite a number of people, doing that. Some are also calling for a blanket ban on mining, including small-scale mining. What do you make of that?
Actually, we are not in favor of those things. And if you look at it, mining is something that is very good for Ghana. And what we need is proper mining. We should mining in legal mining. If you mine it well, it's something that is very good for every country that we mine. If you can see on the line, on the road to this area, you can see the development that came around in Yinam and other towns.
Well, I'll take you live on the ground shortly and join my colleague Maxwell Agbagba as soon as we're able to reach him, because he's been interacting with the commander of the Joint Task Force Operation Halt, Colonel Eric Tinadu. We'll get to hear from him on this. But let me once again bring in Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe. We lost you earlier. We're grateful. Convener, Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining. I was seeking to find out if you are indeed satisfied, at least so far, with what you're hearing in terms of the action being taken against the fight against illegal mining.
Well, thank you very much, Emefa. So at least for once, we're not talking about well again. We've heard of some action being done. It is early days yet, but I would say that it is a refreshing change from what we were seeing, where all we're talking about is the well, the wood, and all of that. Now we have some action that's actually being carried out. So what we need to do is to continue wearing our red bands, keep the pressure on, so that the government and the states will do the things that they need to do, which includes, for example, in terms of the revocation of the airline. We know that there are some permits that have been issued under this airline 2462. What is going to happen to those particular permits that have been issued? Government, the president will have to issue an LI to revoke all of them to ensure that those people don't mine in these forest preserves again. And we need to definitely keep our eyes on the ball, because it's not just, the challenge is widespread, not only in the eastern region. So all of these other things that we ask for, we need to keep the pressure on. So it is important that we keep on the red band. It is important that the media continue your focus on this and train your eyes on it. And it will be expecting it that also the government himself would also provide us regular information in terms of what has been done and what actions have been taken. That's really going to be an important thing that would have to be done.
The issue about sustainability also comes in, and really what the clear marching orders will be. At this point, are you with those who say a shoot to kill should be the approach?
Well, I'm not too sure I would push for a shoot to kill, but I would be asking that we need a total focus on all the various activities that have to be done, which include using the structures on the ground. And I think that the partnership with the small-scale miners, for example, is a good idea. We need to be holding also our DCs and all of that. If they are not able, as heads of the district mining committees, to do what it is that they do, then they also should be losing their jobs. We need to bring in the chiefs. They also have roles to play. So in as much as we do from Accra, we need to also strengthen the local structures.
But at least in all this, though, from what you've heard so far, it's a satisfactory.
Well, I would say that is just the beginning, you know, and it is definitely a good start. It's a move away from what we used to hear, where it was well and well.
Okay.
So at least so far as this is concerned, I think definitely we have to say that it's good. But there are still things that need to be done by government to ensure that, we are able to deal with it. So those gaps that you hear in our statement that we issued, I think that we should be looking at to see how we solve it.
And I'm definitely seeing you at the prayer protest tomorrow.
Pardon?
I'm seeing you at the prayer protest tomorrow, am I?
Yes. So,
Okay.
yes, tomorrow the prayer protest is starting. 8 o'clock we gather at the Holy Spirit Cathedral. 10 a.m. we'll start off from Holy Spirit Cathedral, move towards the Canadian tourist roundabout, come on the road, get to the Canadian Embassy. There we'll come down Police Headquarters, Kudmoji Road to Christ the King. So definitely that is happening. And tomorrow, again, on the Red Band campaign, tomorrow we'll be having the Red Friday. So we'll be encouraging all of us to wear the red because we need to keep the pressure on the government. We need to also make sure that those MPs who are in the parliamentary candidates who are in those communities are also signing on to what it is that we have to do, that we don't have any of them derailing our effort. It's the same way that we need to make sure that the presidential candidate, at least the two leading presidential candidates, also sign on to what it is that we've asked government to do. We have to ensure that no political party takes an undue advantage of this particular fight, because this is a national fight that needs to be sustained.
Okay, we're grateful. And that's Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe's convener, Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, and the Accra Archdiocese of the Catholic Church. Tomorrow we'll be embarking on that prayer walk, and of course, many of us are participating in that. But we can hear from the commander of the Joint Task Force Operation Halt, Colonel Eric Tinadu, and he says the current focus of the soldiers is to stop the pollution of water bodies.
This is an operation that we have organized to clear all the mining activities, clear miners from the water bodies in Ghana. And so we started today, and today we came to Eastern Region, specifically Brim River. Yes, so we started operation on Brim River today, around 0800 hours we started, and we have just finished for the day. In all, we were able to destroy about 18 champagnes that were on the water bodies, and then about 10 machines, water pumping machines also on the water bodies. This is an effort to help bring back the color of our water bodies. And so it will continue, just like I said. Today is the first day, tomorrow will continue, but then I'm unable to tell you where we are going tomorrow. When it's time, I'll let you know. But for now, all that I can say is that we are going to all the water bodies. And we have started from Brim. Tomorrow, we'll go to another location. And then we'll continue until we cover all the water bodies in the country. And hopefully, we want to see a change in the color of our water bodies.
You said it's a joint task force. Which other parties are part of this exercise, and what is their role?
We have Ghana Army, Ghana Navy, Ghana Air Force all supposed to take part. And then we had we are having the small scale miners also collaborating with us. Small scale mining task force collaborating with us, so that we can all come together, work together, and then hopefully achieve the aim that we are trying to achieve.
So Operation Hall 2, is it restricted just to water bodies or forest to mining in the forest too? You'll have to.
Okay, Operation Hall 2 comprises water bodies and the forest.
Okay.
Basically, it's about anti-illegal mining activities. And wherever that activity is going on, we are supposed to act on it. But for now, the directive and the instructions we have for this first phase is on water bodies. Okay. Strictly on water bodies for now. And then after this phase, maybe the next phase, I don't know yet. If we are directed to go into the forest, then we are going to the forest. But for this first phase, it's on the water bodies.
Okay.
That's the commander of the Joint Task Force Operation Halt 2, Colonel Eric Tinadu there, interacting with the media on that operation. And my colleague Masolo Buba is there with us and giving us up-to-date information on what exactly is happening on the ground. Well, here in Accra are the IDEC Ghana High-Level Forum 2024. His Eminence Cardinal Peter Appiah-Texin has been speaking about the environment.
People have gotten to that stage and that level of enacting a law to prosecute anybody who kills the environment. Ecocide law is something that is presented before the UN for adoption, which, if adopted, would be something that people will be prosecuted and sent before court for killing the environment. I just rest my case, I won't go further. Because before I boarded the plane, I heard that there were the planned demonstrations. I actually called them why they had this event on the 10th, seeing that there was in the news a massive demonstration planned for the 10th. So I was asking them, why did you put this down on the same day? And they say, whatever. So that's why we're here. But that's what it is, especially for us believers, the very many of us who are believers. You cannot believe in God and love Him when you destroy and abuse everything that He has created. Christians will read Psalm 19 and says that the heavens declare the glory of God and His handiwork announces glory. The handiwork of God is created entity. So if you love this God, you cannot abusively treat what He has created. Whether the ecocide people consider these legal passages or not, I don't know. But when we go to talk about the ecocide law, we do not only talk science. That is my office. We come out with all the scientific data, how the ozone layer and everything out there is affecting everything and all the storms and all. Like the United States now bracing it for the, the storm Philip to come. But religiously also, we can have a reason to also respect God's work. Basically, it's not for anything that for Christians. In the Bible, they say God planted a garden into which He took Adam. God did not place Adam in any place, but He prepared a garden. And garden is different from a wilderness. When you prepare a garden, you take off everything so that everything is in its perfect form. That's the garden God prepared to put the human person. A prepared place, worthy of attention and care. And when the human person was meant to till and to keep, again, those are two expressions that merit our attention. We are in Accra, Kempinski. This is not a Hebrew or a biblical language class. But all I like to tell you is that the word that they use in the Bible to till is the same word that they use for worship. So the same word to till the earth is the same word that is used for worship, avad. When Israelites or the people of God worship God, they do avad. And when they keep the land, God says also the same word.
That's His Eminence Cardinal Peter Appiah-Texin speaking about the environment. He's also been touching on peace and democracy, amongst others, ahead of election 2024. We'll bring you more of that subsequently. Let's do business now. George Riafe joins us in the studios. George, what do we have?
Well, coming up in business, government moves to deal with traders shortchanging consumers despite claims of a lot of foodstuffs on the market. And economist Professor Lord Mensah questions government decision to offer interest-free loans to farmers affected by the recent dry spell. The business news on Newsnight is brought to you by MTN Business. Welcome to the new world of business. Kingdom Books and Stationers, Interstanks, and Pepsodent Herbal and Charcoal. Let's now settle for the details. The government says it has taken measures to deal with traders shortchanging consumers on prices of foodstuffs. It argues that this is due to some distribution challenges which it has moved quickly to contain. Dr. Brian Champon is the Minister of Agriculture, and he has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition, which airs on Joy News tonight.
That in itself is coming. It's coming down. It's coming down. The distribution margins are coming down. I mean, and that is why the farm gate price of maize in Atebubu, is 600 Ghana cedis. The farm gate price of maize in Atebubu is 600 Ghana cedis. If you come to the Atebubu market, it's 770. Previously, it will be they'll sell at the farm gate at 600, and on the market it will be at 1,000. But from Atebubu to Atebubu market, you are seeing 170 margin, which is the transportation, all the people that cart the goods to the market and all those things. And we can accept that price. The same commodity, when it comes to Accra now, Agbobuloshi, maize, 600 farm gate, 900 Ghana cedis for the same product. So we are seeing that where Ghanaians were being ripped off en masse on the distribution margin, that gap is closing, because now if you don't close the gap, there will be an interference from the system, and to ensure that at least people are selling their maize or rice at the right price.
And that is Dr. Brian Champon. He is the Minister of Agriculture, and he's speaking on PM Express, which airs tonight as you look at the country's food security situation and also the recent dry spell measures that government has rolled out to try and contain the situations. At 9 p.m. on Joy News and all our social media platforms tonight at 9 p.m. Now, economist Professor Lord Mensah is raising some questions about government decision to offer interest-free loans to some farmers hit by the recent dry spell. The Agriculture Ministry today started offering interest-free loans to some commercial farmers hit by the recent dry spell. Professor Mensah says that this could come with some challenges for the participating banks.
They may want to know the possible cash flows of these farmers, so that there could be some kind of profit sharing. But can you vouch on the kind of farmers we have to extend loan facility to them so you can expect something back into the state? I don't think so. So from where I sit, I think it has to do with doling money out to the farmers so that they can cushion themselves in times of drought like this. Obviously, it is expected once government takes money from the banks and pass it on to the farmers, and no returns are expected, obviously, and there's no price on the money, obviously we should expect that it will affect the balance sheet of the bank.
And that is economist Professor Lord Mensah. Not faithful-others are accusing state institutions of the high cost of doing business other countries, but they say the high administrative charges and other fees by shipping lines as a major contributor to this challenge. Executive member of the Ship Owners and Association of Ghana, that is Adam Nyama, disclosed this at a media engagement at Tema today.
But as 2022, Abidjan Port was slightly higher than Ghana Ports and Harbors charges. Let's get that right. But in totality, because of the Ghana Maritime charge also, Ghana beat Abidjan Port by miles. Like you saw it, at that time, Ghana Port charge plus the Ghana Maritime Authority charge was about $47,000 or so, as against Abidjan also of $27,000. And even the Steve Doran charges are not part of it. When you look at Lome, where we are 40-something, Lome is 11,000, 12,000. Maybe they might all have increased, but not to the level.
Executive member of the Ship Owners and Agents Association of Ghana, Adam Nyama, speaking at a news conference in Tema. Now, the LPG marketers are challenging claims that the boycott of some two bulk distribution firms is the cause of the pockets of shortage being experienced in some parts of the country. It follows accusation by the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers that the current supply issues could be brought under control if these marketers didn't boycott these two firms. But the vice chairman of the association, that is Gabriel Kumi, disagrees.
boycotted these 2 depots on the 2nd of August. The whole of August, there was enough product on the market. We didn't experience any shortage. The whole of September, there was enough product onto the market. There was no shortage. It was only in October, beginning of October, that we started seeing these shortages, that there are genuine concerns. And I expect him, if he genuinely is concerned about consumers, to join us in calling on the authorities to please make product available as immediately as possible. Physically, the stock we have in the country is limited.
Vice President of the LPG Marketers Association, that is Gabriel Kumi. He is the Vice Chairman of the association. Now, the Bank of Ghana is reminding financial institutions that persons with disabilities should have actually equitable access to product services at their premises and to ensure that they are not discriminated anyway. The Bank of Ghana and its new policy directive reminded these institutions that it will not hesitate to move to sanction commercial banks and financial institutions that fails to offer products or discriminate when it comes to offering products to people out there if they're actually disabled or they are not having access to these products. And that's all for business on Newsnight. Back to you.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
Son, we are so proud of you for setting up this hospital. I really love those hospital beds and waiting chairs. By the way, did you import them?
No, Dad, I didn't. I actually got them from Kindle Books and Stationery right here in Ghana.
Wow. We also bought our office supplies, safes, executive desks and chairs from Kingdom, and they gave us expert advice on how to set up our office.
Guys, that makes 3 of us. I also got our sofa and bedroom sets, plus our dining hall furniture for our new home from Kingdom.
Wow, Mom, that makes 4 of us. I usually get my stationery items from Kingdom. And my teacher also mentioned that our classroom furniture was provided by Kingdom.
So there you have it. Whenever you're thinking about setting up an office or acquiring furniture for your home, etc., Kingdom Books and Stationery should be your first point of call. With over 40 years experience in the industry, we stock and supply a wide variety of globally sourced office and home furniture, stationery and equipment. Visit our head office, Osu Akwaje, or our office near the Osu Stadium. We're also in Tema Community 1, opposite Olam SHS, Kumasi KNUST campus, UCC Cape Coast, and now at the Marina Mall, Airport City. Or call us 0302 764101, 764209, or 762792. Visit our website www.kingdomgh.com.
Yeah. We have a new leader in town. OBRNT. Amanfo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal packed with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine having access to top-notch educational resources, no matter your grade of school or location in Ghana. With the Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank, you can tap into a vast library of resources, even in offline mode. From primary all the way to tertiary education, we've got you covered. As a student, you have access to past questions from 1990 to date for BEC, WASI, and tertiary test examinations. As a teacher or lecturer, you can hold virtual classes for your students and share your lecture notes for their use. As an educator or researcher, you can publish publish your books or articles for public consumption. And lastly, you have your own studies teacher or AI tutor who is trained to teach you in any subject topic till you fully understand. So whether you're a student, educator, content creator, researcher, or entrepreneur, the Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank was made just for you. Sign up today at www.gksb.gov.gh. The Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank, where learning has no limits and the possibilities are endless. This project was financed by the World Bank under the erstwhile e-Transform project at the Ministry of Communications and Digitalization.
The luckiest star 712 hash. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily star 712 hash and found no regrets. A side comma investors are a striking gold. A comma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A side comma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a comma passionate fan or also entering containing a joy. After to the seamstresser or turning a hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now a comma if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest star 712 hash. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
This October, come and encounter Jesus in a way you've never experienced before. The Maker's House Chapel International presents Experience Conference 2024 under the theme Jesus. From 6th to 13th October, join us for a week of divine connection and spiritual renewal. Be transformed by powerful ministrations from anointed men of God, Pastor Jonathan Miller, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Dr. Dion Ibayas, and your host, Dr. Michael Brady Nyamiche. The venue is the Destiny Arena of the Maker's House Chapel International, Atomic Atchison School of Nuclear and Allied Sciences. Weekday services start 6:30 p.m. and weekends 8 a.m. Experience Conference 2024. Don't just hear about it, be a part of it. Experience Jesus.
There's a business in every woman, from the young lady brimming with exciting and novel business ideas to the market queen managing her empire. There's the she architect, quantity surveyor, realtor, business consultant, crafting dreams into reality, and the multitasking mom seamlessly blending work at home. The entrepreneur, meticulously checking stock, to the corporate woman sealing deals on the move. Indeed, there's a business in every woman. Introducing Telecel Women in Business, our initiative to empower women-led and women-owned enterprises. Benefit from tailored activities, networking, business and technical support, free webinars, trainings, and more. To join this initiative, be a female-led business and a Telecel business customer. Visit telecel.com.gh/business to register now.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Couldn't sleep at night. Mosquitoes will be whining my ears, bugging me all night long. Till I got a remedy. Now I'll be spraying them away with holy insecticide spray. Me I go spray them away with holy insecticide spray. When I sleep, me dana mada with holy insecticide spray.
Holy mosquito coil, holy multi-purpose insecticide spray. Ghana Kron Kron. For bulk purchase, call 0302-681582. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my name is Mami Kuya, an entrepreneur and a mother of 2. My work keeps me busy most of the time, and sometimes it takes me away from my family. But the safety and health of my family is very important to me. As a working mother, I cannot afford to take any chances when it comes to matters of health. That is why I signed up for a family healthcare plan from Equity Health Insurance. My family and I have access to over 700 hospitals, clinics, opticians, dentists, pharmacies, and diagnostic centers across the length and breadth of Ghana. With Equity Health Insurance, I no longer have to worry about medical bills. Anytime a member of my family visits a hospital, Equity Health Insurance has got my family and I covered. What about you? Who has got you covered?
Call Equity Health Insurance on 050-660-7910 and talk to them about your family health needs now. Visit equityhealthinsurance.com for more information. Equity Health Insurance, here for you.
Ghana, it is saying, are you a human resource practitioner or business executive interested in digital transformation and AI adoption? Mark your calendars for the Global Conference on Human Resources in Africa. Join us on October 24th and 25th at the stunning Labadi Beach Hotel to explore the emergence and dynamics of AI and HR technologies in Africa. Hear from Johnny C. Taylor Jr., President and CEO of SHRM Global, and other distinguished speakers from around the world, including Dr. Francis Iduku, CEO of CIHRM Ghana, Irene Asari, Global HR Executive at the BBC, David Sagawa, Group HR Director at Equity Bank Limited, Dr. Najat El Mahadi, Chair of the Qatar HR Forum. Engage in interactive sessions, panel discussions, educational seminars, HR huddles, and more. And that's not all. On October 25th and 26th, join us for an exciting 2-day excursion around Accra and Cape Coast. Sponsors and partners include Rigroll Solutions Limited, Access Pension Trust, Delta Airlines, Adansi Travels, National Labor Commission, SHRM Global, CIHRM Ghana, SHRM Forum Ghana, Strategic HR Professionals, and more. Visit gchrafrica.com to register today or call 055-408-1727 for more information.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
Akufado, minya wudienye, wuye bwe, bawumia, minya wudienye, wuye bwe.
Hey, Mami Jane Fua, why are you so excited this hot afternoon?
My sister, when I remember